Right, this is my '07 Vivaro van, it's short wheelbase diesel. I bought it mainly for a couple of reasons really. I bought it because I do a little bit of racing. I need somewhere to sleep at night time and somewhere to carry all my tools. As you can see at the moment, I haven't actually started it. I've just done a few little bits and pieces just to check it all over. The van's actually really good condition. Underneath is absolutely fantastic. It's 94,000 miles. The worst side is we're coming around here now. The paint sort of faded for some reason. So I'm going to have a look around, see if I can get some stickers just to put over it. I can't really afford to get it painted. Thought I'd have a go at the roof first. I may be sort of doing it in the wrong order, but what I've done so far is I put these struts in, or supports. I've actually lost about an inch, but there you go. So I've got 3 in so far. They're actually sort of screwed right through into here. I've used some no-nails as well. There's loads of screws there, and this is so strong it can, oh, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's them 3 done. The one in the front here, I've got a piece of wood here, which I'm going to try and screw, use these existing holes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I was going to drill them, but I might as well try and pick up the holes there. So that's that one. I've actually, obviously you can see I've taken out the bulkhead, this big panel that goes in here. What I did do, I cut the sides off. This is the original part of the bulkhead, and I put some of this stuff to protect the edges. It's not particularly that good, but it actually looks part of it now. I messed up a little bit there, cut it a bit short. The back of the seats are really good. So really what I'm going to do now is just get some more supports up. So I've done these 3, do that one in the front there, and one in the back. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. I don't know if you can see, but I haven't actually marked it. So we'll see. Well, that's the roof done. I've got one that light, courtesy light, he's putting back in. I just need a new bulb for that. All the lamps are all fitted. It's had 1 coat of wax. This needs another coat. I made a couple of mistakes. Mistakes I made really is the screws that I put in here. I wish I'd put 2. But I only put 1, so that's that. The other mistake was up in here. That last piece of wood has a bit of a gap. What I could have done is actually taken the plastic away and tuck the cable behind it and put a full width of board there, but I didn't, so that's where we are at the moment. And the other mistake I made was I should have pre-drilled these holes for the lights, because I've got all the insulation behind it, and when you started drilling it, it caught up with it and started spinning around. So that's pretty much it really. So I'm going to give it another coat of wax later on, and then now we're going to concentrate on this little corner piece here. This is where all the electrics are going to be. Right, this is the box that's going to house all the electrics. It's not actually what I wanted really. I just made it out of what I had. I had this piece of plywood I just cut down. I had these offcuts of wood. Now all this side, all this is going to be covered in this carpet stuff, so you're not going to see any of this. And that's the top. That's above eye level anyway. The holes I've got in the top. 1 hole's there. That's for all the cables for the lighting, and these other 2 there are the negative and positive from the solar panel, which I haven't actually got yet, but I will do. That's pretty much it really. I've made quite a few screw holes. There's 1, 2, the other ones are actually fixed at the moment. When I put it up, I can put some more in. You won't see any of these top ones. You probably won't see these ones, but unfortunately you're going to see these three down here. So I might have to really think about that. So it's all glued up, it's all set at the moment. I'm just going to have a look see if I've got any paint. I was just going to paint the inside of it. Also I've got to put some holes down the bottom there. I'm not going to do them yet because I'm not sure. Obviously we've got them solar panel cables coming here, then there's a, I forget what we call it, a relay type boxy, charger boxy thing. Then from that it's got to go down to the battery and earth. So I'm not sure exactly where the outlet's going to be at the moment. I might do that once it's all up. So the inlet's obviously is going to be there anyway, that's not a problem. So I'm going to give this a coat of paint, just the inside bit. I'll leave all the wood bare because that's going to have that covering on it anyway. So the door, I'm not sure what to do with the door. I've got loads of this tongue and groove left. I'm tempting just to sort of make a bit of a door on it. So I don't know yet. Might look a bit tacky, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Unless I've got a piece of plywood. Well, the electrical box or whatever you're going to call it, it's all painted. Well, it's in a grey primer. And I was a bit of luck really because I actually found can have used a primer and undercoat, which is actually grey, which is what I wanted. It needed a bit of a stir up, but I don't know how long it's been there, but it must have been there a long time. But there you go. It's had 2 coats now. Like I said before, the inside's going to stay as it is, but the outside, this is going to be have that carpety stuff on it. Oh, did I detect a little run over there? Well, I must admit, I haven't really thought this through, but I wanted some sort of door for it, so what I've done is I glued loads of these offcuts together. I'm not really sure how I'm going to mount it or anything like that yet, but still, it's all glued up now, so leave that overnight, take it away, take it apart in the morning and see how bowed it is. Well, this is as far as I got. I've got obviously the ceiling's in. I'm actually doing it inside with the lights on because it's pouring out of rain outside. I've got the ceiling all done. It's all tongue and groove. It needs another coat of wax. So that's that done. The 4 lights are all connected up now. The controls for the lights are on the side there, as you can see, little blue lights. So the 12N wiring sort of, well, the 12 volt wiring's pretty much done. Down the side here, I've got, get a bit closer, I'll show you. That's the main isolator from the battery. That's a charger for my phone. 240 volts are in. Got a socket there, and the fuse box is over there. I've got one more little bit of wiring to do inside of it. That box from the outside, I need to fix it. It's actually in there. I don't know if you can quite see it from here, but it's actually in. I'll just need to tighten the screws up on it. The bed is in. Now the bed is I know I've got these supports here. It didn't really need them, and I've got supports there. I'll tell you what they're for in a minute. But the bed, I've actually screwed it right into the van itself. There's big coach bolts there, and right down the end there. There's another 10. There's a 10mm bolt goes right through the spreader plate on the back. The same over there. The reason it was a 10mm is basically because that's the only one I had that was long enough. And I've got loads of other supports. You can see sort of down the back here, and if you go back over the other side, all supports there. So the actual bed itself is all glued together. That's strong enough. Now I haven't put the top on yet because obviously I'm still doing stuff underneath. The reason I'm doing this van, which I haven't actually explained properly yet, is basically I do a little bit of racing. And I just want somewhere, it's got a couple of functions really. You must have a bed, which I've got a bed there now. Plenty of storage underneath, so loads of storage underneath there for all my spares and bits and pieces. I was going to put a sink and a hob in there, but I am now. So that's the bracketry for that, the base for that. Cost-wise, I've been trying to do everything cheap as possible because I haven't really got a budget. You know, you see a lot of these camper vans and day vans. You see, I've only got £2,000 and I haven't even got that. So everything I've got in here, I've actually sort of recycled it or upcycled it. You know, even like down these bits of plywood there, you can see there, they were actually ran the wheel arches because obviously the van was actually plied out. The sockets there, they're off from a house, which a couple of years ago I put some new ones in. I kept the old ones, so they're on there. That's pretty much it really. So I'll show you, what else can I show you? The electrical side. Now we've got, I'm going to put a solar panel in. I can't think you can actually see it from here, but there's provisions for it. Up the top there, the holes were actually in the roof. I've just put some rubber plugs in at the time being, until I can afford to get a solar panel. This box on the wall here, that's all made of recycled stuff. Obviously the pine was the offcuts from the roof. So let's start from the batteries. So the batteries, now they're lead acid batteries, but those were for my wife's mobility scooter. When we got another one, they were so bloody heavier, because I have to lift the mobility scooter into the back of the car. These were too heavy, so I actually changed them over and put some gel batteries in there. So consequently, I ended up with these 2 batteries. Now I've put them in there together. I think they're going to be fine, because all I need really is what I've got now. It's just 12 volts for the lights. I might get a compressor fridge, I may not. So on the wiring, I've got obviously both batteries linked together. And a supply lead there goes into a fuse, so it's all fused there. Then from the fuse, it goes to an isolator, which is here, which you can switch it on and off. I've still got to finish the catch to this door. That's why it's better. Let's have a look inside. This is the wiring inside. So obviously we've got the wiring coming from the main switch, which is down here, and that supplies the whole fuse box. Now all these wires here are for the lights, and obviously these are the back of the switches here. I've got 2 other supply, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 wires there, the fuses for individual lights. So I didn't want to fuse them all together or wire them together. So if one sort of comes faulty, I'll just lose one. I've also got another couple of cables I'll put down. Obviously we got, I told you about that, didn't I? A 12 volt socket there, and plug in. I'm showing you, put down there, and also got the same on the other side. Now I think all the insulation I've got, obviously on the roof, I've put all these stuff. I don't know what they're called. It's supposed to sort of get rid of some of the noise and the vibration. So I've done all that, and obviously there's loads of insulation behind the roof, so it's all done. I've got the sides to do. Again, it's the things that underneath there, these poles here, they're really for, because I've got to have a jerry can, I have to take some special fuel with me. So the jerry can actually straps to it. I made it up there, and also down here, what else we got? Can't really see it, but it's some pieces of wood sort of there, screwed to the floor, one there, and one underneath. There's one right over there. That's raised basically from a toolbox, so I can strap it down. And I've still got other things I need to put in there, which is obviously I'll have a cover over the batteries and put a vent through the floor. And I know it's quite dangerous what I'm doing really, because I'm going to have batteries, I will have fuel, I've got a generator, and I'll have propane. It's a fantastic combination. If it's going to go up, it's going to go up big time. I'll say the bed is actually all screwed in, it's really strong there. I'm going to put a bit of piece of plywood, 12mm plywood on top of it. But again, like I said before, I don't want to do it yet because I'm still messing about underneath. What else we got? Oh yeah, I've run out these little screw things that go straight through into there. I've got to order some more of them up. And this corner there, I've just got a G-clamp on it. I don't know if you can hear it, it's pouring out outside, it's unbelievable. Yeah, so this has got to be sort of finished off on the edge around here. Like I say, that was a piece of plywood I'd laid around. That was an old piece of wood I had to plane up. Again, plywood there, and these are the offcuts from the roof. I've still got to do this catch. I can't get this catch right at the moment, but I will do it. Oh, you can see down there, it's a conduit, plastic conduit, which is down there. You see them as well. Oh, that's just an earth. I've got to sort of tidy a few bits and pieces up at the moment. So, but all in all, it's not coming out too bad. But I say I'm not going to spend a fortune on it. if you do follow my videos, you'll notice the clip. I haven't put these screws in again because all this is going to be covered in that carpety stuff. And round the back of here, this bit of board, that's probably the dearest bit of board I bloody brought. I bloody bought from B&Q, 16 quid it was delivered. A rip off on it. Anyway, so that's that. Well, the only other thing I've got to mention is the double seat. I've had it in van before. I was going to buy one of these sliders, they can just turn them around. But they're £300 odd, so I unbolted it all and just spun it round and put the front 2 bolts in. There's one there and one down there somewhere. And it's just actually perfect. You know, it makes so much more room in there. So it means that when I put up on site, I'm just going to have to get the spanner out or the torque headed screws or whatever they're called and just spin it round. The only thing I've done at the moment, I disconnected the cable underneath. It's something, I'm not sure what it was, it's something to do with some adjusters, but the dash lights come on there. So I'll just have to remember when I turn it around, I have to plug back in. And that's pretty much it there.